It has been 16 years since Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker last shared the screen as Lee and Carter. Rush Hour 4 fans are still eagerly awaiting any Rush Hour 4 news. Rush Hour was released in 1998 and became a blockbuster hit, grossing approximately $250 million worldwide, according to Box Office Mojo. Will Brett be able to direct Part 4 after his controversy? Let's find out. The triumph helped to establish Jackie Chan as an A-list international figure, while simultaneously making comedian Chris Tucker a star. Of course, it also aided in the launch of a new action comedy franchise, with Rush Hour 2 following in 2001 and Rush Hour 3 following in 2007. Though the franchise has remained silent since then, some Rush Hour 4 news may help reinvigorate things. Rush Hour 4 is comprehensible, given that the Rush Hour trilogy was a hallmark of 2000's action comedy and had a lasting impact on the buddy cop model. The original Rush Hour film featured the narrative of Hong Kong Inspector Lee, who flies to Los Angeles to find the stolen Chinese consul's daughter and is partnered with loudmouth LAPD officer James Carter. The connection between this odd team, the cultural clash, and the entertaining action sequences were all prominent in the Rush Hour films. It remains to be seen if the franchise can be revived and if Rush Hour 4 will be released after all these years. While a fourth edition appears to be stuck in production hell, how did the Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker Rush Hour films compare? Let me know your view in the comment section. Coming back to Rush. Despite being a world-renowned martial artist and movie star, Jackie Chan had a difficult time breaking into Hollywood. 1980s action films like The Protector didn't appreciate his appeal, and it wasn't until the 1998 buddy action film Rush Hour, which spawned a short-lived TV sitcom, that he broke through. This lighthearted comedy not only allowed Chan to showcase his action abilities, but also his ability for comedy. Rush Hour's surprising success catapulted Chris Tucker to stardom and spawned 2 successful sequels. For a while, it appeared that the third installment would be the final chapter for Chan's Lee and Tucker's Carter. But even if Rush Hour 4 never comes, the trilogy got a lot of mileage out of its starring men's relationships. Nonetheless, the Rush Hour trilogy is a mixed bag. This lighthearted comedy allowed Chan to show off not only his action skills, but also his comedic qualities. The unexpected success of Rush Hour launched Chris Tucker to prominence and inspired 2 profitable sequels. Rush Hour 2 was widely anticipated because the first film was such a great success. This sequel largely reverses the original's fish-out-of-water theme, with Tucker's Carter feeling out of place as he and Lee get into further mischief in Hong Kong. Rush Hour 2 lacks the novelty of the original and has notably fewer real chuckles, although the connection between Chan and Tucker helps enormously. The larger budget also leads to more stunning set pieces, although Chan and his amazing feats are once again the film's standout special effects. Moving with Isabella. Her absence from Rush Hour 3 was noticeable, especially since the film frequently highlighted the event that caused her to abandon Lee. There was a shootout, and Carter accidentally shot Isabella in the crossfire. Isabella appeared in the deleted ending of Rush Hour 3, although it appears it was not canon. Isabella should not necessarily return as part of the action in Rush Hour 4, but in the same way, she appeared in the deleted scene, this time as part of the canon. It'd be good to see Lee in a real relationship for a change. After all, he's supposed to be as charming as Snoopy. The most recent Rush Hour 4 news keeps the possibility of a sequel alive. When asked about the sequel, scheduled for March 2023, Chris Tucker revealed that Rush Hour 4 was one of his next projects, and that he was eager to return to the property. While Tucker disclosed that he was working on other projects, he confirmed that he would most likely return for Rush Hour 4, and that there had been progress on the project, saying, "It's not going to be what you've traditionally seen. Rush Hour 4 is something I will most likely include because I enjoy working with Jackie." While it is not a definitive assurance that the film is imminent, Tucker's willingness to return to the Rush Hour franchise bodes well for Rush Hour 4. Tucker appears to choose movie jobs rarely, but his recent critically acclaimed supporting appearance in Ben Affleck's Air implies that he may be more willing to get in front of the camera swiftly, and that Rush Hour 4 may get momentum after all these years. There is no set release date for Rush Hour 4. While there has been no official announcement of a Rush Hour 4 sequel from Warner Brothers, there have been discussions about a sequel. Jackie Chan addressed Rush Hour 4 developments in December 2022, simply remarking, "We're talking about Part 4 right now." With discussions only taking place in the last few months, it is unlikely that Rush Hour 4 will be released anytime soon. Before proceeding, please remember to like and subscribe to the channel for future updates. Returning to the subject, while no Rush Hour 4 cast announcements have been made, it is almost certain that the sequel will feature both Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker. The buddy cop relationship is the franchise's main selling point, and while each of these performers may be enjoyable on their own, it wouldn't be a Rush Hour movie without them working together on the latest adventure. In reality, Chan and Tucker have remained close since the first film, with Tucker presenting Chan with an honorary Oscar in 2016. Both performers have expressed interest in returning to the Rush Hour franchise for Rush Hour 4, only to work together again. Aside from the two main actors, there are no important recurring characters in the franchise who could appear in Rush Hour 4. It also appears likely that the franchise will have a new director, given that Brett Ratner's physical misconduct allegations have effectively ended his career. Warner Brothers, the studio behind Rush Hour, severed connections with the director, and it appears unlikely that he will be directing another major studio franchise film anytime soon. There are not many Rush Hour 4 story details to provide, because there has been uncertainty about the sequel. However, with the franchise already established, there are many things fans can expect and want from Rush Hour 4. In terms of plot, the films have always placed Lee and Carter in the middle of a multinational conspiracy that only they can unravel. It would also be good to see the franchise continue its history of visiting out-of-the-way locations. Rush Hour 1 had Lee visit Los Angeles, Rush Hour 2 had Carter in Hong Kong, and Rush Hour 3 had both of them out of their element in France. The plot complexities of Rush Hour, like most action comedies, aren't the major focus, and the Rush Hour 4 narrative would likely be similarly basic. Aside from the setting and specific crime, the Rush Hour films' plots have never been very nuanced or deep, instead serving as an excuse for some spectacular action sequences and enjoyable humor. Allowing Tucker to riff with his fast-talking delivery and Chan to show off his renowned skills in some innovative action sequences is all Rush Hour 4 needs. There is no Rush Hour 4 trailer and will not be for a long time, though there are plenty of false and fan-made teasers online generated by combining Rush Hour 1 to 3 material with Chan and Tucker's earlier films. Those who can't wait for the first Rush Hour 4 footage will have to settle for rewatching the original 3 Rush Hour films, which are now available on Netflix. As the video comes to an end, guys, tell me your favorite movie of the Rush Hour franchise. I chose part 2, so let me know your view in the comment section. Thanks for watching the video. We'll see you at the next one.